Sillage, Smorgasbord, Ubiquitous, Equanimity, Iconoclast. These are 5 of your favorite words. Get to know them better in this video, but first, do subscribe to The English Nut on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you. This is the favorite word of my viewer Rahul Krishna. Sillage. This is actually a French word that has been imported into English by perfumers. You could say sillage, but it's better to follow the French pronunciation. Sillage. The double L is pronounced like Y. The word means wake in French. Not wake as in get up from sleep, but wake as in the trail of disturbed water or air left by a ship or plane. You can also talk about the wake of a storm. The storm left destruction in its wake. But in the world of perfumes, sillage is the trail of fragrance you leave behind from the perfume you're wearing. Imagine that you're walking down a long corridor. Someone far behind you may be able to smell the sillage from your perfume. Mind you, a fragrance does not have to be heavy to have a large sillage. Even a light perfume can leave a significant sillage. I chose this perfume because of its strong sillage. He was bewitched by the sillage of her perfume. The moment I entered the lift, I smelled her sillage and I knew I would find her upstairs. This is the favorite word of my viewer Grzegorz Berkowski. Smorgasbord is a word of Swedish origin that essentially means buffet. It's written as Smorgasbord in Swedish, but we drop those marks above the O and A in English. Those marks are known as diacritics and are used to indicate the pronunciation of the letter. The word smorgasbord was introduced to the wider world at the 1939 World's Fair in New York. The Swedish pavilion at this fair had a 3 Crowns restaurant that offered a smorgasbord to visitors. While the word may have originally meant a specific type of traditional Swedish buffet, in English a smorgasbord can contain all kinds of dishes. The Swedish word smorgasbord is made up of 2 words, smörgås meaning sandwich, usually an open sandwich, and bo meaning table. A traditional smorgasbord always has bread, butter and cheese, but it also has other hot and cold dishes. Here's how you could use the word in a sentence. Sir, would you like to order a la carte or would you prefer to go for the smorgasbord? Smorgasbord is often applied to things beyond food. In such usage, it means a mixture of a wide variety of things. Madrid offers a smorgasbord of attractions for tourists. The concert promises to be a smorgasbord of songs in different styles and languages. This is the favorite word of my viewer Nivedita Bisht, ubiquitous. It refers to something that exists everywhere, or something that appears to be everywhere at the same time. Omnipresent is a word with a similar meaning. Ubiquitous comes from the Latin word ubique, meaning everywhere. Here is a quote from American entrepreneur Harper Reed that contains the word. Data is what powers all of us and our lives. It is ubiquitous among our now connected lives. I love how it is now the oxygen of the internet world. Here's how you can use ubiquitous in a sentence. Bicycles are ubiquitous in this environmentally aware city. The ubiquitous smartphone has changed the way we communicate. Ray's ubiquitous influence on world cinema cannot be ignored. I'll conclude with an acrostic poem by Gentle Bear. An acrostic poem is one in which certain letters of each line spell out a word or phrase when read vertically. In this case, the first letter of each line spells out the word ubiquitous. Under every stone, behind every bush, in every pot, quite widely spread, upon every doorstep, inside every home, throughout the land, on every street corner, upon every table, simply put, everywhere. This is the favorite word of my viewer Vaibhav Manohar Rautrao. Equanimity means calmness even under difficult circumstances. It means composure, under tension or stress. It carries a sense of equilibrium. Vishakha accepted the good and the bad with equanimity. It was impossible to maintain equanimity in the face of such a tragedy. His enemies tried hard to provoke him, but he responded with equanimity. Equanimity is often associated with spirituality and religion. In Buddhism, it refers to the sense of balance that comes from wisdom. Buddha described a mind possessing equanimity as abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will. Meditation can help get you there. I like the way the spiritual and mindfulness teacher John Bruner talks about equanimity. He says, "With equanimity, we learn that traveling the bumpy roads can sometimes offer more to our journey than simply sticking to the smooth highways." This is the favorite word of my viewer Vishant Ramteke. Iconoclast means someone who attacks widely accepted beliefs, ideas, or traditions. It comes from the Greek word iconoclastis, which may be literally translated as image destroyer. Rei Kawakubo is an iconoclast who's turned the fashion world upside down. Copernicus was an iconoclast who challenged cherished beliefs about the earth being the center of the universe. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution made him an iconoclast in the eyes of the church. Jack Kerouac, the literary iconoclast, was a pioneer of the Beat generation. I'll end with a haiku he wrote called Useless, Useless. It goes, useless, useless, heavy rain driving into the sea. That's the whole poem. It makes sense though, doesn't it? There's so much water in the sea already, the heavy rain won't make much of a difference to it. That's all from me today. If you'd like to tell me your favorite words, do write them in the comments section. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.